Did you know the average senior in America is surrounded by more than 300 items they haven't touched in over a decade? That's not just stuff taking up space. It's clutter quietly draining your peace, your energy, and your sense of calm. And the worst part? Most people don't even know where to start. You look around at piles of papers, drawers full of someday items, closets crammed with clothes that don't fit anymore, and the thought of tackling it all feels heavier than the clutter itself. But here's the surprising truth. It doesn't have to take weeks or even months to change the way your home feels. What if you could refresh your entire home in just one focused day and do it without exhaustion or overwhelm? Today, I'm going to walk you through a 7-step, stress-free plan that seniors across the country are already using to reclaim their space and breathe easier again. These aren't extreme or back-breaking tasks. They are small, intentional actions that add up to life-changing results. And trust me, by the end of this day, you'll feel like you've gained a new home and a lighter heart. So before we dive in, hit like and subscribe, because what you learn here could give you back more than just a clean house. It could give you back peace, freedom, and the energy to enjoy life again. Meet Beatrice Larkins, an 82-year-old retired telephone operator from Indiana. For nearly 4 decades, her voice connected families, friends, and businesses through switchboards and wires. But while BEA helped others stay connected, she quietly held on to her own past, literally. She saved dozens of old rotary phones and every single phone book from the 1960s through the early 2000s, stacked in dusty piles around her home. She always told herself, just in case. But after her husband passed, those stacks became something heavier. Every time BEA walked into her living room or opened a closet, she didn't just see clutter. She saw reminders of moments gone by. The weight of it left her paralyzed. She wanted to breathe again, but even the thought of deep cleaning felt impossible. She feared that letting go of things meant letting go of memories, and so she lived surrounded by objects that made her feel more trapped than comforted. Then BEA stumbled upon a simple truth. Decluttering didn't have to mean losing her past. It could mean creating space for her present. She discovered a 7-step, one-day plan designed for seniors like her, and for the first time in years, she felt relief instead of dread. BEA described it perfectly. It was like lifting 100 pounds off my heart. Her story is proof that even the heaviest clutter can be lightened in just one day when you use the right approach. Step number 1, morning bedroom reset. The first step begins right where every day starts, your bedroom. For seniors, the bedroom is more than a sleeping space. It's a sanctuary, a place where peace should be waiting at sunrise. Yet, it's often the room most overlooked in decluttering. Think about it. You wake up, see piles on the nightstand, clothes draped over a chair, and trash tucked away for later. That visual clutter sets the tone for your entire day before you even get your slippers on. The morning reset is simple. Make the bed, not perfectly, not like a showroom, just neat enough to feel fresh. Clear off your nightstands, old tissues, magazines, pill bottles that belong in the bathroom, or receipts you'll never use again. Toss the obvious trash without overthinking it. These 3 small actions create an instant transformation that you can see and feel. BEA, who once avoided her bedroom altogether because it reminded her of everything she hadn't tackled, described the shift beautifully. Seeing my bed made gave me the courage to keep going. It wasn't about perfection, it was about progress. And that progress gave her momentum. Why the bedroom? Because it's the first and last place you see each day. By starting here, you send yourself a powerful message. Today is different. Today I can do this. That spark is enough to carry you into the next steps of the plan. Step number 2, bathroom quick shine. After the bedroom reset, the next stop in this 24-hour transformation is the bathroom, the space you face every single morning. For many seniors, the bathroom has become a clutter magnet without even realizing it. Cabinets stuffed with half-used lotions, drawers full of expired pills, and towels that have seen better days. It's not just about hygiene. It's about starting and ending your day in a place that feels safe, fresh, and calming. The quick shine doesn't demand scrubbing grout or spending hours polishing mirrors. Instead, it focuses on 3 core actions: wipe down, replace, and release. First, take a damp cloth or disinfecting wipe and give the counters a once-over, removing toothpaste smudges, stray hairs, and water spots that make the space look grimy. It takes less than 5 minutes but instantly brightens the room. Second, replace those old, stiff towels with fresh ones. Soft, clean towels hanging neatly give the bathroom a spa-like feel, turning even small daily routines into moments of comfort. And third, open your drawers and cabinets and let go of what no longer serves you. This was a turning point for BEA. She found lipsticks and eyeshadows she hadn't touched since her telephone operator days. One lipstick, tucked away for over a decade, carried memories of holiday dinners she used to host with her late husband. Tossing it wasn't just about clearing space. It was about closing a chapter she no longer needed to cling to. I thought I'd feel guilty, BEA admitted, but instead, I felt lighter, like I made room for the life I'm living now, not the one that's gone. This step is powerful because the bathroom is intimate. It's where you look yourself in the mirror and decide how you'll face the day. By giving it a quick shine, you're not just cleaning. You're creating a supportive, nurturing space that tells you matter. For seniors who often feel overlooked, that reminder can be life-changing. And the best part? This entire bathroom reset can be done in under 20 minutes, proving that deep emotional relief doesn't always require deep physical effort. Step number 3, kitchen power sweep. After the bathroom quick shine, it's time to tackle the heart of the home, the kitchen. For many seniors, the kitchen is both a source of joy and a source of stress. It's where memories of family dinners and holiday meals live, but also where clutter, expired food, and unused gadgets quietly pile up. And here's the truth, most of the mess that makes a kitchen feel overwhelming isn't dirt at all. It's excess. The kitchen power sweep is not about scrubbing every corner or reorganizing every drawer. Instead, it's about focusing only on 3 high-impact zones: the counters, the sink, and the fridge. These are the spaces you see first, and they set the tone for the entire kitchen. Start with the counters. Clear everything that doesn't belong: old mail, extra mugs, those random gadgets you thought you'd use but never did. The goal isn't to make your counters look like a showroom, it's to give yourself breathing space. BEA used to keep 3 coffee makers lined up, just in case one broke. She finally donated 2, and for the first time, her kitchen felt open instead of crowded. Next, reset the sink. Wash or load any lingering dishes, give the basin a quick rinse, and wipe the faucet. A clean sink is like a mental reset. It signals to your brain that the kitchen is under control. Seniors often underestimate how a shiny sink can reduce the feeling of chaos. Finally, the fridge, the hidden energy drainer. Most seniors don't realize how much clutter hides behind those doors. Expired condiments, wilted vegetables, leftovers pushed to the back weeks ago. BEA described her fridge clean-out as a shock. She tossed items that were years out of date and even found a mustard bottle from her husband's fishing trip over a decade ago. "It shocked me how much lighter my fridge looked, and I felt lighter too," she said. That one action reminded her she wasn't stuck in the past. She was making space for the meals and moments still ahead. The beauty of the kitchen power sweep is speed. You're not emptying cabinets or scrubbing the oven. You're clearing the surfaces that give you instant relief. And in less than an hour, your kitchen can go from overwhelming to welcoming. And here's the bigger truth. When your kitchen feels lighter, you feel lighter. Every meal becomes easier, every morning coffee feels calmer, and the entire home carries less stress. Step number 4, living room transformation. If the kitchen is the heart of the home, the living room is its soul, the space where seniors spend the most time, welcome visitors, and create new memories. But for many, it's also the room that carries the most silent stress. Piles of magazines on the coffee table, dusty knickknacks on shelves, or throw pillows that have lost their shape can quietly whisper, "This space is out of control." And when clutter dominates the first room guests see, it can feel like a judgment, even when no one says a word. That's why the living room transformation is one of the most powerful steps in the 24-hour plan. The key is not to overhaul the entire space, but to focus on impact zones, the details that make the room feel instantly calmer and more inviting. Start with the coffee table. For seniors, this is often the landing zone for everything: TV remotes, mail, half-read books, reading glasses, even medications. BEA used to joke that her coffee table looked like a mini pharmacy mixed with a garage sale. She finally limited it to just a lamp, one photo frame, and a coaster set. The transformation was immediate. Instead of chaos staring back at her each morning, she saw clarity, and that clarity sparked a sense of pride. Next, the pillows and seating area. This step may feel small, but it carries surprising weight. Fluffing cushions, folding throws, and resetting chairs signals freshness without lifting a single heavy object. It also creates comfort for both you and any guests. BEA said that once she fluffed her pillows and straightened her couch blanket, for the first time in years, I could invite my neighbor in without embarrassment. That single act gave her back a piece of her confidence. Finally, pick just one drawer or shelf to tidy. The trap most people fall into is trying to fix everything at once. But transformation comes from progress, not perfection. When BEA chose one shelf, the one stuffed with outdated phone books, she didn't just create space, she created momentum. That one shelf reminded her she could keep going without burning out. Here's the deeper truth: a clean living room isn't just about impressing others. It's about giving yourself permission to relax. When clutter no longer dominates the space where you rest, watch TV, or chat with loved ones, the whole house feels different. Seniors especially benefit from this, because a calm living room reduces stress, lowers anxiety, and makes social connection easier. And remember, this transformation doesn't take all day. With 30 to 60 focused minutes, you can breathe new life into your living room and reclaim it as a space you actually enjoy, not just one you pass through. Step number 5, Afternoon Declutter Dash. By the afternoon, many seniors feel their energy dipping, and the thought of tidying the whole house can feel overwhelming. That's exactly why this step, what BEA affectionately called her basket of freedom, works so brilliantly. Instead of wandering room to room, getting lost in piles and wearing yourself out with constant back and forth trips, you use one simple laundry basket as your companion and let it do the heavy lifting for you. Here's how it works. Grab a lightweight basket and start at one end of your home. As you walk through each room, simply drop in anything that's out of place: magazines left on the floor, a coffee cup on the end table, the cardigan tossed over a chair, or even shoes lined up at the wrong spot. You don't stop to put things away immediately, and that's the genius of it. The basket keeps your focus sharp, gathers everything in one sweep, and prevents the dreaded cycle of moving back and forth 100 times until your knees ache and your back protests. BEA used to say, "That basket gave me back my breath." Before she learned this method, she often spent entire afternoons chasing clutter in circles. She would pick up a dish from the living room, walk it all the way to the kitchen, then notice crumbs on the counter, which led her to the trash bin, and before she knew it, she was scrubbing instead of tidying. An hour would pass, and she'd be exhausted with only one corner of the house looking better. With the basket dash, she gathered everything first, then calmly went back and redistributed items to their homes in one efficient round. The beauty of this system is not just physical, it's deeply emotional. The basket represents control, progress, and freedom from chaos. BEA said it was like carrying a little container of order through the storm of her cluttered home. And when she set it down at the end of her sweep, she often laughed at how full it got, not because of shame, but because she realized how much her home could breathe again. From a practical standpoint, this trick also protects seniors' health. By minimizing repeated bending, stretching, and unnecessary walking, it saves precious energy and reduces strain on joints. In 2025, occupational therapists have even started recommending this kind of batching strategy to older adults as a safer way to clean without overtaxing their bodies. It's a modern, science-backed approach that puts health first. And here's the unexpected reward. Once the basket is full, you can take a break. There's no rush to put things away instantly. You can sit down, sip tea, and then spend 10 minutes later in the day redistributing everything to its proper place. Even that second round feels lighter because you're not rushing. It's all gathered and ready. For BEA, this step became her secret weapon. She no longer felt like she was chasing clutter endlessly. Instead, she was taming it on her own terms. She told her daughter, "That basket wasn't just for stuff, it carried my stress out of the house, too." The Declutter Dash isn't about perfection. It's about reclaiming control in a way that feels kind to your body and your mind. And once you try it, you'll never go back to the old exhausting way again. Step number 6, Donation in Motion. By late afternoon, Many seniors face a critical moment in the decluttering process, the question of what do I do with the things I no longer need. This is where Step 6, which BEA called Donation in Motion, becomes life-changing. Instead of getting stuck in guilt, hesitation, or the temptation to box things up for later, this step shifts the focus from loss to blessing. The rule is simple. Fill just one bag or one box with items to donate that very day. It could be clothes you haven't worn in years, books you've already read, dishes that sit untouched at the back of the cupboard, or even extra blankets that you don't really use anymore. Limiting it to one bag or box keeps it stress-free and achievable. No overwhelm, no marathon sorting session, just a small but meaningful act that builds momentum. For BEA, this was the step that melted her resistance. She used to say, "Every time I put something in the donation box, I thought I was losing a piece of myself." But when she shifted her perspective, she realized she wasn't losing, she was giving. That extra coat she hadn't worn in 5 years? It could keep another woman warm on a cold Indiana winter night. Those dishes she never used? They could help a young family just starting out. Suddenly, the act of letting go became a form of generosity, and it lifted her spirit instead of weighing it down. Psychologists now highlight that donating triggers a positive emotional loop. It reduces guilt, increases feelings of purpose, and even improves mental health. For seniors, who sometimes wrestle with the feeling of being less useful after retirement, donating can reignite a sense of contribution. It's not just about clearing shelves. It's about leaving an active mark of kindness on the world. BEA's story is proof. She packed up her first donation bag with old sweaters and books. That evening, she told her neighbor, "It felt like I sent a piece of love out into the world." Her neighbor later confirmed that just knowing those items would go to someone who truly needed them turned decluttering into something joyful. Instead of staring at empty space and feeling a hole, BEA felt her home expanding with peace. The practicality of this step also can't be overstated. Modern donation centers and charities in 2025 make it easier than ever. Many offer free pickups right from your front porch, and some even have senior-friendly apps where you can schedule a collection with just one phone call. For seniors who can't easily drive, this eliminates another barrier and ensures the process is simple, quick, and supportive. And here's the hidden benefit. Once you start donating, it's easier to keep going. That single bag or box creates a ripple effect. Tomorrow it might be another bag, and by the end of the month, whole closets may feel lighter. But even if it's just one bag today, it still counts. It's still freedom, still progress, still joy. BEA summed it up perfectly. "I thought I was saying goodbye to clutter, but really, I was saying hello to purpose." Donation in motion is not about what you're letting go, it's about what you're passing forward. And that shift turns decluttering from a lonely chore into a legacy of kindness. Step number 7, evening calm. The final step of the 24-hour plan isn't about scrubbing harder or squeezing in just one more task. It's about closing the day with peace. Step 7, the evening calm reset, is designed to gently tie everything together so that your home feels calm, fresh, and welcoming, not just for tomorrow, but for you in this very moment. It begins with small gestures, emptying trash cans, giving surfaces a light wipe, and putting away any final stragglers from the day. No deep scrubbing, no dragging out heavy equipment, just gentle resets that take minutes, not hours. For many seniors, these finishing touches are what transform the home from tidied into tranquil. BEA described this as her favorite part of the process. She said, "For the first time, I ended a day proud, not exhausted." That feeling came not from pushing herself to do more, but from allowing herself to finish softly. After clearing away clutter, tossing what no longer served her, and donating with intention, she lit a simple candle and put on soft piano music. Instead of collapsing into bed worn out, she sank into her chair with a smile, knowing she had taken back control of her space and her energy. There's also a deeper psychological benefit. Studies in 2025 emphasize the importance of environmental cues for seniors' mental health. A home that ends the night in calm, dimmed lighting, fresh scents, and gentle music signals the brain to relax and promotes better sleep. And sleep, as experts remind us, is one of the most powerful anti-aging and health-preserving tools we have. By making calmness a part of the cleaning plan, This step goes beyond tidiness. It nourishes body, mind, and spirit. The evening calm reset also builds momentum for tomorrow. Seniors often say mornings feel heavy when they wake to mess, dishes, or clutter from the day before. But when the house is gently reset at night, the next day begins lighter. BEA said it best, "I woke up to calm, not chaos." That simple difference reshaped not only her home, but her entire mindset. She found herself smiling before she even had her first cup of tea. This final step is also a reminder that cleaning doesn't have to end in exhaustion. For decades, many seniors equated a good cleaning with sore knees, aching backs, and hours of labor. The evening calm reset flips that story. It shows that cleaning can end in peace, pride, and renewal. So, whether it's fluffing the pillows on the couch, lighting lavender oil, or playing your favorite old jazz record, Step 7 is about giving yourself closure and reward. It's not the end of a chore, it's the beginning of a calmer life. And here's the key takeaway: decluttering and deep cleaning don't need to leave you drained. They can leave you restored. We've walked through all 7 steps of this one-day plan together, starting with a simple bedroom reset to build momentum, moving into a bathroom quick shine to clear years of forgotten clutter, powering through the kitchen sweep that lightens both the fridge and your spirit, and refreshing the living room so it finally feels ready to welcome guests. Then came the basket dash, a surprisingly simple trick that saves time and energy, followed by donation in motion, turning clutter into blessings for others. And finally, the step seniors love most, the evening calm reset, where the day ends in peace, not exhaustion. BEA reflected on her journey with tears in her eyes. "I thought it would take months. But in one day, I found my home again, and I found myself." For her, this wasn't just about a tidy house. It was about reclaiming dignity, energy, and control in a stage of life where many feel those things slipping away. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. And if BEA could do it at 82, after decades of collecting and carrying the weight of her past, you can too. Imagine going to bed tonight knowing your home feels lighter, fresher, calmer, and waking up tomorrow without chaos staring back at you. So here's your next step. If this plan gave you hope, hit like, subscribe, and share this with a senior who deserves peace in just one day. Your support not only grows this community, but also spreads these life-changing strategies to others who need them most. And don't go anywhere, because in our next video, we'll uncover 7 surprising cleaning myths that are wasting seniors' time every single week. These myths are why so many older adults feel exhausted and defeated, even after hours of effort. And once you know them, you'll never clean the same way again. Because here on Elderly Dose, it's not just about cleaning your home, it's about reclaiming your life.